Alrighty, folks, you know I'm feeling above average here on a Saturday morning because we're going to try to make it 3 straight in my board member package here today. We're already 2-0 in our last couple of board member tier package plays, and we are going for 3 in a row here this evening. And the good news is, if you sign up for my board member package, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. And of course, that includes that college football package where we have 3 premium selections going off in that particular membership. We did win 2 of 3 last week, so we're looking to do one better and go 3-0. Now, real quick, as another added bonus, if you do sign up for my board member package, you're also going to get access to my board member podcast every single day for the next 30 days, absolutely free. That's also going to be included with your purchase as well. And of course, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here with the free videos and what I do on my premium page. Well, what I do here with the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total, like an absolute lunatic. That's how John Gotti used to bet, by the way. He bet every game on the slate, and he was not good. He was not good at sports betting. That is well documented. So anyway, we'll do every single game on the slate, side and total. And what I do on my premium pages, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I actually like the best, give you a little bit more of a concrete direction into where we should be leaning. But anyway, guys, once again, I'm 2-0 my last couple of board member tier package plays. I'm also 3-0 my last 3 crowd pleaser teasers. And the good news is I have plays going off in both of those packages here today. That site is patreon.com/BrockPage. If you're watching here on YouTube here today, the link for that site is in the description section below. And we're going to break down a couple of games here today as well. Let's go ahead and start off with Notre Dame taking on Clemson, 12 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Notre Dame is the 4-point favorite away from home. Total's 44.5. Now, we saw a 1-point move toward the Irish and the under in this one. Notre Dame opened 3, up to 4. Total open 45.5, down to 44 and a hook. And even though quarterback Sam Hartman's been solid this year, he's not entirely invincible. He's thrown a handful of interceptions. It's not frequent, but like I said, he's not invincible. He's not perfect. He has thrown interceptions. He's been susceptible to occasional pressure as well. Not much. This is a good O-line, but like I said, at times, he can get sacked. We're talking about a dozen sacks this year. And like I said, he can make bad decisions under pressure. Not a lot of them, but it does happen. And I do realize that Hartman likes to disperse it pretty evenly. He gets a lot of receivers in the mix, but you still got to consider the fact that his leading pass catcher, Mitchell Evans, who actually averaged only 46 receiving yards a game, he did blow out his knee last week. He's out for the season. Blew out his ACL, I believe, in the second half of a 49-point blowout over Pitt. So really just a bad injury there. Could have been preventable. Didn't need to happen. So I definitely think the Irish are going to feel it there. Plus, Hartman's second leading receiver, which is now his top pass catcher, he has just 19 grabs on the season, and he averages a little over 45 yards a game receiving himself. So certainly slim pickings here. I think this is the part of the season where I think these small inadequacies are going to start to catch up. Now, they're facing an athletic Clemson D who's led by Jeremiah Trotter. He's got a team-high 54 tackles and a couple of forced fumbles. Seems like he's in on every play. He's always in the mix. This Clemson D is also 6th in the country in fewest yards allowed per contest. So I know they've had a rough couple of weeks. That record doesn't look great, that overall record, but this is still a physical defense that you cannot overlook. They are very good. So like I said, despite the past couple of weeks, this is a unit that's going to make you earn it. I mean, this is a tough team. Going to be a tough atmosphere in Death Valley as well. Those folks love their football down there at Clemson, and this is essentially now their most important game of the year since They lost a handful of games. This is really the most meaningful game of the year right now for them. But anyway, weather-wise, clear and mild by kickoff. Should be a beautiful night for football, a beautiful day for football. It is going to heat up by the fourth quarter, though. Going to start to get a little bit warm in those final minutes. Now, total-wise, Clemson saw 4 out of their last 5 stay under the number. Unders against the likes of NC State, Wake Forest, Syracuse, and Florida State. All conference games. Meanwhile, Notre Dame saw 3 out of their last 5 stay under the total themselves. I think the Tigers keep this one close. Probably going to blow it in the end. Probably not going to win this game, but I do think they can keep it within a field goal. Give me Clemson +4 under 44.5. All right, next ball game. Like I said, we got a couple games here we're going to break down. Next ball game, Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. That's going to be a 3:30 Eastern kickoff. The Oklahoma Sooners are -5.5, total 61. It was actually a 1-point move toward the Cowboys of Oklahoma State and the under in this one. And both Sooner running backs are banged up a little right now. That's why I actually think you're seeing the line move. People react to injuries, and I think the injury status of both running backs for Oklahoma, I think that's really inducing the move toward Oklahoma State and the under in this one. But I actually think it's this big Oklahoma O-line that's been making most of the holes, plus really sharp reads made by quarterback Dylan Gabriel. So I think you can actually do a little plug and play with a lesser experienced running back and still get similar production. Maybe not as good, but not that far off. I mean, I think you can just plug in another running back and get good production. It's this O-line and Gabriel that's really making things happen. Plus, Gabriel's been dynamic under center this year, or in the gun, however you want to look at it. He's completing nearly 72% of his throws. He rarely gets sacked, a lot of protection. I don't even think he's been sacked double-digit times yet. So a lot of protection there. There's some games where you're not even going to touch him. And home run hitter Nick Anderson, he's a wide receiver. He's been absolutely fun to watch. It's like feast or famine with him. Some games he'll get a catch. Other games he'll get 5 for $120 and a couple of scores. But like I said, doesn't have a ton of grabs this year. But when it's thrown his way, things are going to happen. You're going to see some fireworks. He certainly makes the most of it. The 6'4" receiver is averaging 24 yards a grab, and he scored 8 times this year. Guy's an absolute game changer. Doesn't get a lot of touches, but man, when he does, I mean, he's basically averaging like a touchdown every 2 receptions. It's wild. Anyway, they're going to have to expose an Oklahoma State D who's, they've got holes. They're 108th in yards allowed. And even worse news, this Cowboys secondary is susceptible to the home run ball. They're in the bottom 10 in the entire country in yards allowed per completion, having all kinds of problems keeping it in front of them. Now, injury-wise, Shetron, Green, and Bray are questionable for Oklahoma State. Like I said, running backs Walker and Major are banged up in the backfield for Oklahoma. Even if one of them suit up, that's a good thing. But if for some reason both of them, you don't see them in action, I think we're just going to see a plug and play here. I really do. Now, weather-wise, sunny and warm by kickoff in Stillwater. And total-wise, I think we should have ourselves a fun one here today. Oklahoma State saw their last 3 straight get over the total. Overs against the likes of West Virginia, Kansas, and Cincinnati. Meanwhile, the Sooners on the other side saw 3 out of their last 4 get over the total themselves. Give me the Sooners -5.5 over 61. All right, next matchup. Can't believe we're giving this one away for free, but we are. We're going to break this one down. I'm talking about LSU, Alabama. That'll be a 7:45 Eastern start time. The Alabama Crimson Tide is -4 at home, total 61.5. And even though the Tide is favored at Bryant-Denny, well, I'm concerned they won't be able to take advantage of the LSU defense, right? The Tigers have some holes on D. Make no mistake about it. They give up their fair share of first down, occasionally struggles with the run, but they're facing a Crimson Tide offensive unit who's been less than dynamic this year. These guys are completing only 14 passes a game. They're in the bottom 20 in the entire country in that category. When it comes to running the football, well, they're gaining only 3.7 yards per rush. It's an offense that's definitely not built for a track meet, and I think LSU is. I'll tell you, their offense is built for a track meet. The Tigers of LSU, they're gaining over 8.1 yards per play from scrimmage, and they just so happen to lead the nation in total yards per game. They're averaging over 550 total yards per contest. Weather-wise, great night for football, clear and mild in Tuscaloosa. When it comes to the total, the Tide saw their last 4 straight all get over the number. Overs against the likes of Tennessee, Arkansas, A&M, and Mississippi State. Meanwhile, the Tigers on the other side, they saw, well, every one of their contests this season get over the posted number. That's right, not one under for them this year. Every single game got over the line. Give me LSU +4 over 61.5. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Guys, I got to do it. I know that they've fallen off over the past month or so, but I'm still intrigued by Colorado. I've got a soft spot for them. It's good television. Oregon State, Colorado, 10 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Oregon State's -13.5 traveling to Boulder, total 60. And this is a pretty big number to cover on the road here, but I think the Beavs should be able to do it. They're 3-1 against the number in the past month, and they do a nice job moving the chains. These guys are averaging nearly 7 yards per play from scrimmage. They're actually 12th in the country in that particular category, and they're facing a horrible Colorado defense who allows more yards than any other school in the FBS. And no real surprise here, this Buffalo secondary is giving up over 310 yards a game through the air. Should make DJ Uyunglele look like a Heisman candidate here tonight. Now, weather-wise, shouldn't be an issue. I know it's been snowy out there in the Rockies, but we're looking at a mild and calm night here for kickoff in Boulder. Now, total-wise, the Buffs saw overs recently against the likes of Stanford, USC, and Colorado State. Meanwhile, the Beavs saw 3 out of their last 5 get over the line. Give me Oregon State -13.5 over 60. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me Nebraska -3 under 34.5. Clemson +4 under 44 and a hook. Tennessee Volunteers -34 over 55. I'm 2-0 my last couple of board member tier package plays on my premium page. And if you want to see if I can win 3 straight here today, the best way is to check out my board member package on my premium page. The link is in my bio. Texas Longhorns -3 under 50. Ole Miss -3 over 52. Florida Gators -3 under 49.5. I have no free pick for you in the Wisconsin-Indiana game. South Carolina -15 under 55. North Carolina Tar Heels getting the job done for some money line cash. Ohio State -18.5 over 42 and a hook. Sam Houston State getting the job done for some money line cash. Utah Utes -11 under 40. Georgia Tech +2 under 57. Navy -7 under 45.5. Air Force -17 over 32 and a hook. Louisiana Raging Cajuns -7 under 60. Texas San Antonio, UTSA -8 over 71.5. Memphis -13 over 68. Florida Atlantic +1 under 59.5. James Madison -5 under 53. Baylor -3 over 59. Cincinnati +4 under 60. Louisville -9 under 48.5. Give me UMASS getting the job done for some money line cash. Tulane -16.5 over 45. Oklahoma Sooners -5.5 over 61. Old Dominion -1 under 51. Penn State -8 over 50. I have no free pick for you in the Iowa Northwestern game. Give me Minnesota -1 under 43.5. Florida State Seminoles -21 over 50 and a hook. Georgia Bulldogs -15 over 55. Auburn -12.5 under 49 and a hook. UL-Monroe +4, under 56.5. Hawaii +4, under 51. Tulsa -3, over 47. Texas State -2.5, over 68 and a hook. Oregon Ducks -24, under 59.5. Marshall +4, under 56. New Mexico State -3, under 55.5. UNLV -10, over 61. Liberty -15, under 59. BYU +13, over 48. Kansas Jayhawks +3, over 53. San Diego State +3, under 58. SMU -12, over 58.5. Michigan Wolverines -32, over 54. Washington Huskies -2, over 77. Kentucky Wildcats -4, under 45.5. LSU +4, over 61.5 points. NC State +6, over 44. UTEP +10, over 54. Stanford Cardinal +14, over 59. Fresno State -2, under 53.5. Oregon State -13.5, over 60. With my next and final free pick, give me UCLA -2, under 51. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. Now, if you do end up signing up for a membership on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman membership, it's a full access, all-inclusive package. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on TikTok. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, folks, happy Saturday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later today on my premium page at patreon.com/BrockPage.